Hello, wonderfuls. I hope everyone is having a great day. I am Morgan. If you've ever visited our channel before, you'll have seen me doing tarot videos and some collaboration videos with my friend Rachel. You'll know both of us from our intro video if you've watched that. If not, check it out. Tarot videos are coming back. I have been slacking. My apologies. But those will be starting up again. Look out for September. Those videos will be beginning. Today's video is different. I like to stay in the background. I don't like to be recognized. I don't like to be known. I like to kind of stay hidden, and I don't like to be totally open and vulnerable with people. I like people only to know and see what I allow them to know and see, and it can look like vulnerability, but usually it's not really real. But I would say actually over this past weekend, I went through some things that I never expected to go through, and my life kind of went upside down, which is really funny because that's not abnormal for me. My life tends to go upside down a lot. It's my fault. I do that. But this time was different because it was a different realization that came from everything going upside down. I guess what I'll do is I'll just so like I said, I'm not good at this. I don't know what I'm doing. Really don't know what I'm doing. Cool. Since last year, I've been on this journey of self-discovery, self-understanding, of healing, and of working through a lot of issues and problems and things that I had that weren't good, and dealing with a lot of things that weren't easy to deal with, and having to face a lot of parts of myself that I had buried or didn't like or was ashamed of, and having to deal with and face a lot of behaviors that I engaged in and did that just were really shitty, like just shitty. And I really thought that like I figured it out. I had the magical solution, and like I knew it, and like, oh, I had gotten me down. I knew why I was the way I was. I knew how to fix it. I was going to be better. I wasn't going to be that person anymore, and like my life was just going to elevate to like the next level, and everything was just going to be amazing. And don't get me wrong, my life is amazing. And I've had an amazing year, and 2019 is shaping up to be phenomenal. So this is not oh, poor me, oh my God, my life is so hard. No, that's not what this is about. But I realized this weekend that all these things that I had been fixing, and they needed to be fixed, were surface issues or symptomatic. They were symptoms of a deeper thing, a deeper problem, a deeper issue, which, to be completely honest with you, I am still trying to figure out. Okay, so this weekend, I got really, really sick. I thought I had the flu, then I thought I had a stomach bug, then I thought it was food poisoning, and it turned out that I had an infected and inflamed gallbladder. Cool. Which led to me having to get my gallbladder removed. So you would think, hey, got my gallbladder removed, great. And I had a really good friend of mine being like, hey girl, you're going through a spiritual upgrade and you're getting so sick so that, you can receive this upgrade. So I was like, okay, cool. Spiritual upgrade involving my gallbladder being removed. Cool, fine, that's great. So I thought, that's it, it's over, it's done with, gallbladder removed. No. I also got my heart broken. Yep, because that's what I do. Let's just do all the not fun stuff at one time. It's cool. And that situation led to me being in a place where it was almost like I had to start over again from scratch, because I had planned out my life. I had my life completely planned around this situation and this whole thing, and I had made all these plans, and my whole life was geared towards this situation that was happening in this plan and this future that I was creating for myself. And in one breath, it was gone. And by no means am I saying anything negative about this person or this situation, because this person is an amazing human being. And they are still a very good friend of mine, and I still care very much about them. And they did nothing wrong in the situation. It just was what the situation was. And it just had to be what it had to be. But it left me really lost and confused. So then I did what I always do, which is, all right, well, fine, cool. If that's how it's going to be, then, and I came up with like 50 million plans. I was going to do this, and I'll fix it this way, and I'll handle it this way. And I didn't really allow myself to feel it, first of all. So that was Monday. Monday was feel it all day long. And then my friend sent me a video. Actually, Rachel sent me a video. And I'll link the video down below because it's an awesome video. But it's not a new concept. It's a concept I've heard many times. It's a concept that I thought I understood and I knew how to implement, and I thought I was using that concept in my everyday life. And I guess I was to a certain extent, but I just think I wasn't, maybe emotionally or mentally or spiritually or conscious level wise, whatever it was, ready to really... I'm so sorry. I have a sleeping issue. I'm working on it. Don't mind me. I guess I wasn't really in a place where I was ready to fully receive that information and implement it in my life. This video made me realize the reason that all these things kept happening, because that was one of the big questions I kept asking myself, is why does this stuff keep happening? Why is it that I keep having to start over from square one? I keep having to rebuild. Like, why? I mean, I thought I was making progress. I thought I was making change. I thought I was doing better. I thought I had my life on a better trajectory. I thought. But it was because that was how I lived. At some point in my life, and I don't remember when, and I guess through this next 21 days, which I will get to what that's all about in a minute, the next one, I'll figure out where it started. But at some point in my childhood, I started this pattern of creating situations, good, bad, chaotic, happy, sad, painful, generally on the negative side, like generally negative situations that would catapult me to the next phase of life. And it was kind of how I did life. Like, I would make things so bad to the point that I either had to just succumb and become nothing, or I would have to like catapult into like the next higher level of life. And I did it as natural as breathing. It was like subconscious. So I would manifest all these really terrible situations, and I put myself in all these really terrible places, and it caused me to lose a lot of people and harbor a lot of shame and guilt and embarrassment for mistakes that I'd made in the past and things that I'd done that I wasn't proud of or impressed with, and that I was disappointed in myself for, and I just carried it like a little sack on my back. And, you know, life would go well for a while, and then things would start to stagnate a little bit, and I would start to not be developing or not be progressing forward, and so I would subconsciously cause some kind of massive fallout to catapult me to the next place. I had no idea I did this. I knew that I engaged in behaviors that would alienate people, push people away, that made my life harder, but I didn't realize that it came from that place, that it was a cycle that I had gotten myself into that I didn't know how to live or move forward in my life without this cycle completing its full pattern. And that realization was like getting slapped in the face repeatedly with a hot iron. And going, oh great, 28 years old, get my gallbladder out, my heart broken, to realize that this is, oh cool, okay, yeah, great. And like, it's so funny, for those who know me well, they're like, yeah, you would do it like that. Like you wouldn't just, you know, gently ease yourself in. No, you would smack yourself in the face with a hot iron to figure this out. Because that is what I do. I like to make things harder for myself than necessary. Seriously. And so then I was like, okay, well, now what am I going to do? Like, how do I... And then I stopped. And I said, okay, step one is just realizing that this is a thing, right? I feel like in life, there's so much emphasis on get there, fix it, do the thing. Oh, so you want to, you want to have a happy life. Well, then you have to get the job or get the career or find the niche thing or find this or find that and get all the money and get all the things, and then you can have that peace and that happiness. And we've lost sight of how beautiful the journey to get there can be, and how sometimes the journey is more important than the end destination. And I know this is probably things that people have heard a million times, and I get that. I totally understand, and I really honestly don't know what I'm trying to do with this video. But this leads me, I guess, to the 21 days. I made the decision that I was going to do 21 days of change, which is not a new concept. There's, 5 days to a healthier you. Do these 3 steps and you will become spiritually aware. If you do these things, you'll manifest money overnight. Like, all of these are old concepts. They're not new, they're not inventive, they're not magical or different. But the reason that I feel like I need to share this, and I want to share this, and I want to bring you all along with me, is because I have no formula. I have no idea how this is going to look. I have no idea how this is going to go. The only thing I know is a few key things. One, I need to get on a better sleeping schedule. So for all of you out there who are suffering or struggling or going through shit, if you can work on getting yourselves on a better sleeping schedule, it's going to make a huge difference. I know this myself. For me, if I'm not sleeping properly, everything is harder to deal with. More harder? Really? Wow, okay. Cool. 2, I need to do something every day to lift my vibration. Because when you're struggling or you're trying to do any kind of change or healing work, sitting in a negative state or even just like a lower vibrational state makes it a million times harder and way less likely that you're going to make any progress. So for me, there's a healing meditation that I plan to practice, and it was kind of what gave me the idea for 21 days of change, because he talks about if you do this meditation every day for 21 days, you could see profound change in your life. And so I was like, all right, I can commit to 21 days of working on me. And so I decided I'm going to do what I call 21 days of change. I don't know what that change is going to look like. I don't know where that change is going to lead. What I do know is I'm going to spend the next 21 days trying to get to know myself better, trying to figure out where these patterns started, where this cycle started, what was the event that caused me to feel like this was how I needed to live my life. And are there any other events that I've missed that have caused me to feel like I need to live my life in a way that all I do is cause myself pain, unnecessary pain? And how do you change that? How do you fix that? How do you reprogram that? And there are a million videos and talks and things out there about how to do those things. And they're great. And there's a lot of them that I utilize and that I like and I enjoy, but I kind of just wanted, I don't know, to give a beginner version of someone who doesn't really know what they're doing and is stumbling through trying to figure this out, because maybe people will be able to relate to it this way. Maybe there are people that will be able to connect with it in a way that maybe, the teachers and the professionals and the gurus, maybe people just can't connect with them in the same way. And if for nothing else, it's probably just going to be healing for me, which may be a little bit selfish, but well, and so I'm going to be doing this as a video and as a blog. And I will be linking them to each other so that if people want to follow either one or both, they're welcome to. But honestly, guys, this is not about getting people to follow or be a part of it, or, join our channel, follow me on my journey. No, I just feel like I need to share this. I just feel like I also need to be held accountable to what I'm trying to do for myself. And so sharing it with you guys is a great way to do that. And one of the things he talks about in his video is not being desperate for relationships and success and money, because that puts out a vibration that gives you the opposite. And honestly, I was desperate for relationships and success and money. I was completely desperate. And I wouldn't say I'm completely over that. I would say I understand it better now. And I would say I'm working on getting over that. But I'm not there today at this moment. But it's okay to be a frazzled mess. It's okay that you spent most of your life doing things in a really difficult way, because there was a purpose for that. Like, there genuinely was a purpose for that. And it's going to lead you to somewhere in your life where you will find peace and happiness. And I think as people, sometimes we forget that it's okay to be broken. That we don't have to stay broken, but that it's okay to be broken. So this video is like 15 minutes and 38 seconds, and I really don't know what else I want to say. So I guess this is just my introduction to what's going on, and I'll leave a link to the blog in case you guys want to check that out. And I will also leave a link to the meditation and the video that I watched in case people are interested in checking that out. I would really love your feedback, your comments, your thoughts. You know, even if you just want to be like, you're stupid, bye, that's fine. It's totally okay. But I don't know. I hope this helps somebody, and I hope that you guys join me on this journey, and maybe somebody else will get something from it as well. Thanks. Love and light. Bye.